All right, YouTube. So I just pulled this transmission out of the Jeep, and I pulled the pan off because I was just trying to see if there was any obvious reasons on why this transmission failed. Because I've worked on Jeeps a long time. And, every once in a while I have to do a transmission, but my personal experience is that these transmissions last a very, very, very long time. Man, they last longer than a motor in most cases that I know about. So my Jeep has like almost 200,000 miles on it, and my transmission still works fine. So I don't know. But anyway, my belief is, I'm looking into this fluid. The fluid is really dark. It still has some red in it. I don't know what that is. There's black stuff. Maybe at the bottom. I don't know. Well, we're going to dump this fluid and see what's in the bottom of the pan, but my belief is that they used the wrong fluid. Let me explain how that generally happens. Hold on, let me dump this in here. Two things I know for sure will kill your Jeep transmission. Number one, the wrong fluid. Number two, going to get a transmission flush. Don't go get a transmission flush. If anything, do a dump and fill. They even have a drain plug. If you want to, drain it, put some new fluid in, or drop the pan, change the filter. That's it. Don't go to those transmission places. Don't even go to the dealer and get it, because you're absolutely going to end up having to buy a transmission. That tranny flush is nonsense. What you want to do, especially when an older vehicle, this applies to more than just Jeeps, but especially with an older vehicle, what you want to do is just keep the filter clean, keep the fluid fresh. I don't really see anything abnormal in this pan. Let me see if the magnet, it's a little builder. It's nothing really abnormal. It's not really that gritty, but a little bit, little small needles. Nothing major. There's a couple little things in the pan. I don't know. So anyway, I feel like what killed this transmission, more likely than not, you can see the sealant, the RTV somebody put on. So most likely he either had the transmission service, maybe, a filter or whatever, but they probably put in the wrong fluid. Most of the time, if you go to the auto store, they're going to tell you that these Jeeps use ATF4. Most auto stores have that in the computer. I don't know why, but they have it in the computer. I'm going to tell you people right now, do not use ATF4 in your Jeep. You're absolutely going to kill your transmission with ATF4. These Jeeps, I believe from the factory, came with, I think they came with Dextron 2. Dex 2, but Dex 2 is kind of hard to find these days. So if you can't find Dex 2, go for Dex 3. That's it. Dex 2 or Dex 3. That's it. None of that ATF4, none of that ATF plus anything. Look for something. Hold on. I got one here. So look for something. This is STP for the Dex Merc. And here, I know this thing probably isn't going to read it, but it says, this high quality product is suitable for use where Dex 2 or 3 fluids or Mercon is specified. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for something that says for Dex 2 or Dex 3, and you won't have any problems. Do what you want to do. I am not responsible for whatever you choose to put in your transmission. I'm just telling you from my own experience, from working on them on my own, I only use Dex 2 if I could find it, or Dex 3 in the transmissions. Also, while we're on it, transfer cases. So you guys know with the transfer case, the bottom hole is where you drain it, the top hole is where you fill it. So a lot of mistake that has come into my shop is people are filling their transfer cases with gear oil. Jeep transfer cases do not use gear oil. They use transmission fluid. The same fluid that you're putting in the transmission goes into your transfer case. All right? Now, I don't know about some of these other foreign cars. I don't know. Some of them may use gear oil, but I'm telling you, the Jeep uses transmission fluid. Whatever you're putting in the transmission goes into your transfer case. All right? So keep that in mind. Do what you want to do. Do your own research. Just trying to help somebody out if you need to know. Because I believe that's what happened to this transmission. The fluid doesn't smell right. Doesn't smell like Dexter. I don't know what it smells like. But the problem with ATF4 is I believe that's synthetic. And the problem with the synthetic, especially with older transmissions, is too slick. It's too thin. That's what causes your transmission to slip. That's what it'll cause it to burn out. If you got a new car, absolutely use synthetic fluid. But the old cars, you guys got to stop trying to put all this new stuff into your old cars. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. You want to keep these old cars running, keep it simple. I know you say I could put synthetic oil, I don't have to change the oil as much, but your car was not designed to run on that. And the problem is it's going to give you long-term problems. So if you want to keep your car going, you want to keep your Jeep going, use what the car is asking for. All right? That's all I got to say. Grant 7 Auto Works and newcarsuck.com.